What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. In today's video, we are going to look at the Hedge Maze set from the Bazzar Store. Now, I've seen some questions and comments about this particular piece and whether this was a single placeable or whether it was multiple placeables that you use in order to create a maze. And the answer to that is it is multiple pieces that you can use to create a maze. Now, there are 5 different pieces, and I'm going to run through those real quick. This is the maze end cap, and we'll take a look at the durability for it. It has 5,000 hit points for this piece. They all share the same durability, so all of them have 5,000 hit points. Now, I feel like there's a few things that Funcom could have done differently, and I'll cover that a little bit later on in the video. But first, let me show you all the different pieces and the recipe. So like I said, this is the end cap. You can see it's just a little bit smaller than a foundation length. Moving over, we have the corner piece. You can see it's about the same as the end piece. It's just in a corner fashion. This is the T section here, and that is a little bit larger or wider than a foundation. We have the corridor piece here, and it is wider than a foundation as well. The last piece that we have is the cross section piece here, and you can see it is wider than a foundation as well. All of these are crafted on the artisan bench. So let's take a look at the recipe. The recipe for all of these pieces is 30 plant fiber and 5 branch. Now, these are free placing pieces. You can see you can place them however, they will not snap to a foundation. So you can place them however you want in whatever direction or orientation you want. Now, the first thing I want to bring up is the size of these pieces. None of them are the size of a foundation or the length of a foundation. They're either shorter than or they're longer than a foundation, which means when you're planning out your build, if you're putting it on a platform of foundations, you're going to have to overbuild those foundations in order for this to look proper. Now, the next things that I want to bring up actually go hand in hand. So as you're moving through the maze, you'll see these pop-ups telling you what each piece is. Now, it's not really a big deal, but I feel like it distracts from the experience of being in a maze, knowing that there's a corner piece and a corridor and a corridor and an end cap and a corner and a corridor. Just that pop-up, that visual gets in the way of the experience of trying to get through a maze. And that leads into what I feel like Funcom should have done with this. They should have placed it in the build hammer. As you approach building pieces, there is no pop-up to tell you what that building piece is. So they could have just gone in and placed it right in here somewhere in this list and just had a maze section for these pieces. Then you wouldn't have this pop-up as you walk up to each piece, distracting you from the experience of actually being in a maze. Now, I just threw together a quick maze to run through and show you those pop-ups and different things. However, I did have a hard time getting straight lines. That's just part of something that comes along with being able to free place these. You could have a difficult time getting straight lines and making your maze look symmetrical. However, I've never claimed to be a great builder, and I'm sure many of you could show me up with some stunning mazes. If you'd like to share those with me, you could do so on my Discord. The link to join is in the description of this video. And I want to know in the comment section of this video, what are your feelings on the maze pieces? I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button that says join on this page. Click that for details. There's 2 videos on the screen. Click one of those to watch next, and I'll meet you over there.